first on the tee from Scarsdale, New York, James Nicholas.
James Nicholas, the king of the Korn Ferry.
James Nicholas. That's awesome. Yeah.
I just thought it was James Nicholas. You're in studio.
Alright guys, welcome back to Inside the Tour. In this video, we're going to show you guys the preparation for a Korn Ferry Tour event. We are at the LECOM Suncoast Classic here on the Korn Ferry Tour at Lakewood National in Sarasota, Florida. First things first, I'm going to go in, we're going to register, we're going to test some clubs today. I'm going to get a new wedge that we'll show you in this video, how I go about that process. We actually got here yesterday, so I'll be in a different outfit, but we're going to show you guys what registration looks like. We're going to show you what it looks like just to, Monday, typical day, tweak some drivers, get a new wedge, and then today's Tuesday. This is our big prep day. We got my coach, Jim McLean, coming, and we're gonna show you guys what it's like to prepare with him on the range, and then on the golf course, we'll play the front nine. And yeah, let's take you guys through it, and I'm pumped to bring back the Inside the Tour series. We got this week, and then we're actually filming Tulum, which is in a couple weeks. So we got two big videos coming from this week and that future event. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, do all those things, but also comment which events you want me to film this season. Whatever has the most votes, we're just gonna bring the content crew. Gary will come out and we'll film that event. So welcome back and let's go. Come on. Ugh.
I'd like to be a truck-to-truck guy.
You should have had America drop us off.
Yo.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Doing great. What's up, Brandon? Freshly shaven again, huh?
I know. I'm
2 weeks in a row.
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. You too. Thanks. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good, man.
Did you throw that thing in my locker?
Yeah,
Or?
I threw it here.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
So that way he doesn't get kicked out of this place.
Thank you, boys.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, what's up? Good work last week. We're gonna go put this stuff in the locker room, settle in, and then go get some practice. How you doing? Good, thanks. There we go. Got it. Got our golf balls for the week, and then for Tulum, since next week's Tulum, they don't travel with balls there, but let's see what else we got in here. That. So I'm gonna leave this in here, take this TrackMan. I got everything I need now. Now we gotta go outside, get some practice in, get ready for the week. Every week I kind of like to feel the greens first. That way I know how fast they're rolling, what to expect out there. We got the Bermuda greens this week, so definitely grainy. Gonna be fast down grain, a little slower into the grain. And then I have a few things I'm gonna work on the range before I get out on the golf course. I wanna start working on some fades. I hit too many double cross draws last week, so that's the main focus of the week. We're gonna get out to that range, work on those things, and then, yeah, light day. Have a good prep day tomorrow, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah, if we can work on getting that leading edge up over the grain, and just having that midsole just kind of glide right over it,
yeah, exactly.
we will have solved the problem.
I'm like, essentially with this shot here, I have to hit this shot with a ton of shaft lean in order to hit it. And I can get enough spin on it where it stops, but I feel like I'm going just throwing the club into it. Because if I try to throw it, that was a good one.
Yep.
But obviously now I'm relying on razor thin timing.
Exactly. Well, and then razor thin timing, and then also, there could be just a little bit more grass under the ball, or be sitting up a little bit more. So if you do that, your ball is going to come out inconsistently.
Yeah, that's been my issues, the heights.
We've got to find something that's going to create the same angles every single time. That was nice.
Yeah, that's sweet there.
See how that kind of nipped right over?
And there's no divot.
There's no divot.
I haven't done that once out of, you can see my divots.
Yeah. Yeah. I also can tell right now that you're not shaft leaning as hard.
I'm not trying to, yeah, I don't need to.
No. You know what this looks like to me? Effortless.
Yeah, it is.
This looks effortless. You're not having to work.
Oh, this is that K-Star?
K-Star. Yeah, it's low bounce K with a modification on it.
That was sick.
Love that. That looks so good.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go over here,
Yeah,
like
so
super into the grain.
We
This is like, oh my god, like look at that. If you can hit a shot of this.
nasty.
All right, let's see if I can. I'm gonna try to like open it up and like see if I can hit a high without using that shaft lean. Wow. Cause that, like I'm hitting the ball and then it's getting stuck.
Yeah.
Before it was like getting stuck before the ball.
Ball first, and then
Yeah.
release. It's perfect. Yeah. That just looks smooth. It just looks smooth going through the turf.
Yeah.
I can hear the ball hitting the face before contact, which is great. I'm gonna throw you a curveball here
Yeah.
really quick. I'm gonna give you the exact same sole type,
Okay.
but in something that's a little bit thinner,
Okay.
and want to see the difference between the width of these, because width plays a huge part in how we create shots.
So how it comes out of the ground, is that right?
Exactly. So if we've got a wider sole, the sole's going to want to create a little bit more lift coming out because there's more surface area that's contact
Sure,
with the turf.
yeah.
You've got a thinner sole, you're going to have less surface contact, which means the sole is going to want to, you know,
Stay down
a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
In the bunker, we probably feel the difference more. Is
Oh,
that-
extremely. Yes. You'll notice a difference right away, especially in the bunker. Oh yeah.
It's stuck in the ground a little bit more.
Yep.
That one got stuck in the ground a little bit more
you
too.
can tell it's harder for you to judge how the ball's coming out with
Yeah,
the thinner
it
sole.
is. Yeah. If I were to go to
So
this one,
it's
here.
always a good test to see, does width play a part in this? And it does. The cool part about you, Nicholas, is I can just hand you anything and you can figure it out.
I'm trying. That's for sure.
You know,
That one got stuck.
but the key is to give you something that clicks immediately.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Bogota is my home.
Yeah, that is super nice.
Like the divots are like, look at the divot difference.
No, the
like
difference.
these
I mean, you can
that.
see how much more the L and the T are getting in
Yeah.
versus what the K star is doing.
Yeah, it's coming out of the ground.
It's coming out of the ground. That width is helping it release out of the turf, and it's creating a little bit more speed. And that pocket is also helping create a little bit more lift
and it's
too.
shaved here, so it's not too high.
Exactly, it's not too high, so that way you don't really have a high point. So think of it as like
Yeah.
almost kind of like a beautiful arch.
Yeah.
You know,
Which I
coming
like, 'cause
through.
otherwise I chunk it with the high point.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, when I watch you hit
bunkers.
this, there's nothing you can't do with this right now, which is great.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
So far.
I mean,
yeah, it was just like with the one I had.
Yeah.
When I got super soft conditions, I couldn't get any spin whatsoever. Because they would just dig.
Just dig. Just come out just with no spin, either
Yeah,
hot or
no,
dead.
no spin.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing if it comes out hot or dead, like you just
Yeah.
said.
Hot or dead, dead or alive. Old Western movies.
Yeah, I typically just throw my screens.
Yeah. The other thing too, Nicholas, with this wedge is you're going to move a lot more sand with this. So
Interesting.
you're going to be able to be a little bit more aggressive with this, where you felt like with the other one, if you got too aggressive, the wedge would get in too much and you would feel it dig.
Yeah, let me hit that.
That
one.
was going to go in, and that ball
That was
deflected out. That was
perfect,
perfect. Yeah.
Like, look at the depth.
Yeah, depth is way different.
It's
You
way
can see
deeper.
it's deeper on the L, it's wider on the K star, but less.
Like that's the shot I hate.
Yeah, yeah,
It just goes right under and I
that's
get
dead
no
zone right
ball,
there.
ball contact.
yeah, yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's going way higher.
It's higher, more spin.
Because it's like coming out of the ground and like getting close to the ball.
Exactly.
Rather than going down under it where you get no sort of like.
Exactly. And the great part about this wedge, Nicholas, is that this is a versatile wedge. It can be used in pretty much any condition. Soft, grainy, firm. K-Star to me is kind of like, it's the Swiss Army wedge of our entire lineup. It allows players to be aggressive. It allows players to get into tighter, grainier surfaces like we have here at Lakewood.
Yeah.
And it also allows you to go other places and where you get firmer conditions, and this wedge still performs on firmer conditions.
That's what I'm saying. The firm and grainy has been really tough, but that's good on firm and grainy.
Oh, firm and grainy,
Yeah.
and then like, let's just say, for instance, as we get like into the latter part of the year, we get into Colorado, we get into Utah,
Yeah.
where those places get a little bit softer sometimes.
Sure.
This wedge still performs good there because you've got width to help you.
The width, yeah.
The
Like,
width
maybe not
really
the
helps
balance,
you.
but the width.
Exactly. Good contact.
Yeah, contact was perfect.
Good
both,
contact.
Both of them. Oh,
Beautiful shot. Yeah, so full wedge shots, you're probably going to see this probably come out the same window as your normal L, which is good. Should not see a distance decrease or increase.
So it should be the same.
Should be the same. Yeah, because right now what I'm seeing is I'm seeing that sub 30 window, which is what I want to see.
Yeah, I like
which
the
is
low
exactly
one.
right. But that leading edge, it's tough to be guarded when you have a leading edge that gets a little sharp and gets in. With this, that kind of negates the sharpening leading edge. He can be a little bit more aggressive because he now has kind of like a bumper up there. Also great for square face shots too. Bob always talks about a sound. He always listens for a sound.
Yeah.
And I always listen for a sound. And you can tell when a wedge is working when you can hear the wedge hit the turf and it creates this audible thump. And when you can hear that thump, you know the wedge is creating the spin.
That's the thump.
That's the thump. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's so good.
All right, I'll take one of these.
All right, you got it. I'm not easily impressed, and you just impressed me.
Oh, there we go.
Just watching
Come on.
everything.
Come on.
Nicely done.
Thanks,
I'm gonna go
Doc.
get you one made.
I love
All right?
it. Come on, thank you.
We can play with it this week.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, he's not going to ship it.
No,
he's
we're
got
gonna
a
make it
truck
this
now.
week. James, thank you, buddy.
I
Appreciate you.
it. Thank you. Let's see. What is he? Oh, put my at James Nicklaus Golf. Look at that. It probably took a while. The hammer, smiley face. This deserves a little post on this.
Yeah, I took a picture of it too.
So, just get a couple balls and then work on some things at gym, and then get on the golf course, do some prep work today, and then be ready for the pro tomorrow. With pro-am days, I'm normally playing as if I'm playing the tournament. So today's work on things. Tomorrow is prepare as if I'm playing for the tournament, and then start on Thursday. So just gonna get a little warm up in before Jim gets here. I'm ready to go. Hey Jim. How you doing?
You
got the Jones backpack and everything.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Guy, I'm what time?
Yeah, nice.
They don't know it's so easy.
Thanks for coming.
We're live.
Band is still on. What they do?
The other day,
I do a functional movement test, dermatology screening, an EKG, and a blood panel.
It's just part of working.
Yeah, they do it every like 7 events or so.
Did they find anything?
I don't know. I have to figure it out. I don't think so. I got a perfect score on my movement, functional movement. So, but yeah, I mean, I thank you for coming. I want to practice getting the stage. Like I feel like I was talking to my medical coach, Dr. Joe Paffy. You know, we were like, I feel like last week it's so wide, but I'm just find myself aiming down the middle, not knowing if it's going to fade or draw, and that's fine if you're like, you know, one way slightly or another. Like US Open, I kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
But when it's directly to the wind and a little fade or a little draw becomes bigger fade or bigger draw, then I'll lose on both sides. So if I could have like a go-to shot shape, my problem was when I was trying to get fades, I was hitting slight draws. So I've done a good job in this wind because it's easy to just like send it up there, but I don't want to get on the course and then have it be off the left and then hit like these huge slices. So I want to get your. I haven't seen you in a while, so it's been good to get you impressions. I got the TrackMan too. If you want to see those numbers, yeah. So we'll set this up. Got the TrackMan and the quad today. Jim is a walking TrackMan and a quad, but we'll have this as a double check in the wind.
What you see can fool you a little bit in a wind like this.
Very quickly. That's why having the machines helps. That's true. All right, 7 iron right there, black flag. Stop. So it says TrackMan says it's drawing 3 degrees left, and quads in the air. But it's normalized though, so it doesn't do a good job normalizing it.
No. Mostly strengthened for. Doesn't matter where I am. I can just do something.
Left half, 0.5 open, face.
It's crazy how perfect. What are you feeling? Your swing.
Honestly, I put a stick out there yesterday. I was just trying to hit a big fade. I'll show you this from yesterday. So look at the face at the top. See how it's like kind of open?
Yeah.
And then this is me feeling like I just going back.
Yeah.
See how the face is much more square at the top. And then I'm down a good plane. But the thing is, when I do that, I hook it sometimes. So it looks better. And that's maybe something that I do to train, because I do think I kind of like dump the club and leave it open. So if I keep it square, it gets it. But with driver's the one that's the main one I want to see. Yeah. But we'll see.
That's last a lot there. I think red I did really good. I think red I think.
It's more my.
Very high level. You
Yeah.
get down to almost no thinking. That's when you play a great golf.
That was a good one. Two right.
So we're looking at how the club exits to the front corner of the golf swing, and the club goes right underneath his right hand. Right here. Not out to the right. How about that one?
9 right, fade, but started a little bit right.
It's good. What do you have it set on right now?
A little bit more on fade. I want to put it more on draw. I mean, more on neutral.
Square, yeah. What's interesting, just speaking of Gary Woodland, I used to work with him for 2 years. He would do this like nonstop on the range. This, try this, try that, move it. Made a difference. You know, the driver always looks a little inside out, right? From an
That
ounce.
was -1 path.
I figured 0.
Put it on form.
Face was good. Shoulder right there. The driver's always going to look a little more inside. You know that for everybody. That's really good. Beautiful. Clean.
Is there
Clean.
anything I should work on?
No. Nope. Not when you got this kind of thinking going. This is the best possible way, James, to play.
Yeah,
When you have the image. I can give you things to talk
No,
to
it's
do.
more, it's
you
more
know?
so like that one like left miss. Like that one, like was pretty. It was a good
Yeah.
swing, but it was 1.2 left. So if I aim down the left side and it draws a little bit, probably goes left rough. It's not going to go in bounds,
no,
but on that one.
Well, if you need to, and you get a left to right one, you could grip down just a little bit and open your stance a little bit and make sure that you get on top of it. When you get a hard right to left wind, trouble to the left, swing to the left. Pretty good.
All right, let's get on the golf course. Playing front 9. Hole number 1 here. So yeah, wind's off the left hard. So I'm just gonna go left edge of that bunker and try to play like a little baby fade with this mini. Have it fall just right of that bunker. So yeah, my first one ended up being just fine, but you see, like if it's 5 more yards, then I go across the road into the hazard. Second one's gonna be perfect, be 40 yards closer to the green. We'll play the second one. I'll pick the first one up.
How far were you, James?
184.
Great roll. Couldn't have rolled it better. You rolled right at the tee. It just didn't break. I thought it was going to break a little more, actually, but it didn't. Yeah, it just doesn't hardly break. Around the green, you've got to look for your spots here where you're going to leave the ball. And this particular green's got a huge slope here on the first hole. So if you hit it in certain places, you can't get it up and down. You can't two-putt. So you absolutely have to keep it underneath the hole on this hole. And then we're also trying to find which way the grain is from all spots. So the grain here in Florida plays a huge part. You can see up here when you turn your camera, we're going right into the grain here where it's dark, and then it changes up here. So you've got a high spot and then it rolls down. So you just have to be super aware of grain here in Florida.
Just marking these misses on the green, or where I'd rather be. So like left is all a 1. So I'll go in my book and just write down 1s. That front bunker is a 2, essentially to every pin. Maybe that front 1, it might be a 1, but it's a 2 everywhere else. Let's see where this guy's ball lands, but it's nice to watch the groups behind us sometimes, so I can see it. Like that landed well short and stayed there, but that's for me a 1 or even a 0. Like it's right down 0 is just off the green there. 0 meaning it's exactly like the green. But yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. Like the Inside the Tour series has been awesome to have you guys come and see what it's like to be a pro golfer Monday to Wednesday before we, turn on the lights on Thursday. There's a lot that goes into it, prepping, and after this, we'll show you a little bit about like the notes, or during this, we'll show you the notes that we take in the book, the knowledge that coaches have, like Jim and Caddy Brian, and how we go about making a game plan for the week, and just what we're trying to do. We did a little bit of swing work on the range, just trying to hit those fades. Now we're coming out here on the course and able to see if I'm able to do it on the course. First hole wasn't so good, so might need some more work on it, but it's a little bit tough with the mini driver since that's a draw bias club. But now we're gonna go on the course and hit some more drivers, more irons, and see if we can work that fade in here.
You look at anything out there?
I'm looking at this red stake here, and I'm gonna try to peel it off that.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
And then trying to peel it just a little bit left to right. There's wind off to the left, so.
Yeah, the wind's helping you. Helping the fade. About perfect right there.
Thanks.
3.
2.4, I'll hit one more.
Oh.
180 ball speed,
I missed
300
it by
carry.
0.6. 6.
7.
Missed it by 1.
Where'd that one go? Is that one fairway still? This is a good hole. Last year I made a mess of it, so try to play better this year.
I think the most important thing about a practice round is, Jim?
You really, the most important thing is getting to know the golf course, getting comfortable with your lines, what you're going to commit to, developing a plan. The plan always changes though, depending on the wind changes and the weather in our game over 4 rounds. But definitely paying attention to everything during that practice round is so important that you feel like you've got your go spots on the par 5s and really good layup yardages.
8 iron, aiming up the left side, trying to hit a little fade into it.
The edge of the green?
Yes, exactly.
I'd say you did it.
Thanks. Just a little bit too much cut.
I know, but that's what you wanted.
It was only 1.7 though.
Yeah, I know.
It was just the wind.
Yeah.
I'm a tough cookie, I know. Everybody wants to nitpick me, I know. All right, we'll hit a couple chips from that down right area. Not that we really want to be down there, but.
Yeah, rolls good. What about skipping it up the hill?
Yeah, I'll try a couple now. The skip, I mean, I'll go 60 here and try to land it but this is like the grainiest part of the whole course.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
Yeah, maybe it's a little easier at the new wedge.
All right, now let me see you take a club that hits the edge. Squeeze it. I don't think you do this too often, but it's good to practice.
Hit one with the 60.
Fly it up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can fly with this new bounce.
Pretty good. That's really sticky right there. That's
So
wet.
sticky. The wedge is going through the ground nicely. It wasn't getting stuck in the ground. Which was my first one? Do you know? Is it this one? Really good. That one, pin high? Yeah. Oh, let's go. During practice rounds, I really like to see how my feel is on the putting green. So I feel like in the past, I've gotten to the tournament and then I'm figuring out, oh, why am I missing putts or am I not reading them well? But I want to know exactly what I'm doing. So like my eyes tell me this is right edge. My feet tell me Feet almost tell me that it's straight. The grain's going that way. So I'm gonna go pretty dang straight here. Maybe inside right, if anything, but this wind is picking up.
Sweet.
Pretty much inside right started. I think that was. Thanks.
Left edge in.
So I mean, that's a green where you're just like, I put a check mark in the middle of it, dead smack in the middle, and we're okay with that every single time. It's twos essentially all around it. So you get there, you hit a good tee shot down the middle, and you hit your, no matter where the pin is, you hit it right in the middle of the green. If you make a putt, you make a putt, and you two putt it, you're walking away with a half a stroke gain on the field. So it's one of those trickier holes. The start here is really tricky, 1, 2, 3, and then there's some scoring opportunities. Gonna make birdies. It's just managing the more challenging holes. Now, that's not saying you can't make a good score on them, but it's just being a little bit smarter with shot selection, targets, that sort of thing. And that's why you play practice rounds. Trying to understand a little bit more about the golf course, where you can be more green light, where you can be more yellow light, be more red light. I guess never really red, but green or yellow. Keep it positive. This is another yellow pin. We're just middle of the green every time. Is perfect.
Story time.
Okay.
Give me your best professional golf tournament story.
My best story was with Keegan Bradley. We were at Atlanta. I went up there with him. He'd been playing really good. He won earlier in the year at the Byron Nelson. He was a rookie on the PGA Tour. And we went around the golf course. We kind of figured out things. Then we were on the 17th hole, and I could see they were going to put this pin way over in a really difficult spot. So he hit some different putts, and I said, let's go up here. I bet that you're going to have this putt on Sunday. And we hit this putt for about 5 minutes, over and over, down to a front left pin. And then on Sunday of the tournament, he hit it there and on his tee shot, and he made it. He made a 50-footer down the hill, the same one we've been practicing. Then he won Jason Duffner in a playoff. So that was really, really exciting for me.
Get the fitness recovery trailer like Justin Rose. That's the main plan. I want one of those things.
Would you like that?
Oh man, that'd be so awesome. That's like the one thing I'd splurge on. At home wellness center.
Yeah.
It's like sauna, cold plunge.
Yeah.
There's some other things I want to include in that, but the sauna and cold plunge are the thing I'm
Infrared
focusing on
sauna?
first. I don't know if I want to do infrared or not. I think I don't. I think the non-infrared actually get to higher temperatures, and that's where you see the benefits. So that's what I've seen.
What about red light therapy?
If you guys know, I have a red light panel.
Oh.
So I'm thinking of doing like red light panel and then the just finished sauna. But if you guys know more about that, let me know. I know Brian Johnson, I follow him a lot. So I've read his stuff, and he says that the normal finished sauna can get up to higher temperatures, and that's where you see the benefits. So that's what I'm going to focus on. But
How long in the sauna?
he does 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
What does it do
It
for you?
reduces mortality rate by cardiovascular disease by a lot of percentage. It helps clear out these things called zombie cells or activate G-shock proteins. I think cold plunge also does that as well. And that like recycles all the dead cells in your body and cleans them up. Oh, I just hit it a little heavy. Go! Okay, short left, one more. That's the shot I hate.
No. Do one more.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
You want to hit? Okay.
But like that's where I get like, I feel like I get scared of the left and I just like leave the face open.
Yeah. Just kind of hung on to it.
So why do I do that?
I don't know. We sat there for a long time.
But that's what I do in the tournament. That's exactly how you wait there for a while.
You know, to make sure you get through it, get forward.
Where would we rather be, short or long, right? Yeah. That's what we got to ask ourselves. And on this hole, we'd rather be short. So I'd much rather hit the first one than hit one that like turns over and goes over the back. But Jim, unlike that second shot, like I feel like I just like leave the face open.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
That's why I don't trust the fade sometimes. So it's more of like a block. Let's work on this chip. I mean, the 60 felt awesome on that last one, which is the most grainy. Let's see if we can go high.
Shot.
Thanks.
What about putting it?
Yeah, that's what I'd probably do in a tournament. That's what I'm got to figure out. And the new wedge it's hard to trust right away. So there's just a little, like a lot of slope. It goes like right to left, then left to right, then right to left. Okay, you got that? Let me hit that chip from the other side.
Yeah, I'm sure it's real science. Shot.
Thanks.
Very good.
Let's see if we make this putts. I think I'm seeing them with my eyes really good actually on these greens. The feel hit a little bit hard. All right, can we get them all? Can we get them all?
Three holes right there were about the most amazing holes I've ever seen. You just got to keep your brain together, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They're hard. The first three are really hard, and then it gets easier.
Yeah.
This one, wind's gonna be east-southeast down at the left.
Yeah.
I like mini, I don't like hybrid. Because all you gotta do is cover this slope, and then it gets down to the front edge, and you've got a good little bit. That back left pin is the one where
I sometimes like just hitting 6-iron or 5-iron off the tee and having a full shot. But it's not bad from the left bunker.
but the full shot we were saying is really hard.
Yeah, you basically fly it all the way back there and you end up in the left fringe. And you
Do you not like hit it into here?
No, because, I mean if you hit it into there, it ends up in the left fringe anyway. Because
Okay.
it comes down that hill. It's so severe.
This is the one I'm not trying to slice. I'm not trying to start over the thing, but I want to make sure that if I, it doesn't go left. I'm aiming at the left, the left edge of the green, the right edge of that bunker.
Yeah.
And the wind's all a little off the left, correct, Brian?
A 10-yard fade.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. You'll see anywhere right is really good. So you really want to just be up that right side. It leaves you a really good pitch. Drew it.
Yeah. It's good though.
I know, but it's not what I'm trying to do.
Try again.
It just spins so much when I do that.
All right. You want another one?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
8 right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You exaggerated, but it's good.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, like I ingrain the fade so much that with the mini driver, it's like slightly drawing, and I just know it's going to draw. Just because it's built to draw. The other clubs, I want to fade. Like that first one, I'm okay with because I'm kind of
Yeah, it was perfect.
kind of know it's going to do that. Let's see. Michael, can you stand on the front right pin for me? Front left pin, I mean. Take that, and then I'm gonna do one. You have another ball. You can toss it back. It's fine. I got one here. Thank you. I'm gonna go bump. There's two options. If it feels like it's too firm, I'll grab the
What do you
putter,
do
Brian.
here, James? Do you putt it? Do you?
Well, if I'm going to the pin,
Yeah.
I'd probably chip this if I was going to the pin. So I want to carry that slope. Somewhere like that, a little bit further though.
You hit it good. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I do remember there's like a slope that he hangs up here, like it doesn't
You have to get past like
270,
270 to get to the downslope.
which
so
I'd like to get to.
Then it's driver with this wind. It's just kind of a holy driver, kind of at that guy, or a little bit right, pretty much at that guy.
Okay.
It's a big fairway too, James.
It is, yeah. They're on the green, right? Okay. So Jim, I'm gonna try to hit this at the right edge of this bunker and bleed it to the right edge of the left
Yeah.
edge of that house.
Ended up right at those guys in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Did it. 5 to the right.
Yep, 5.0 machine. The human machine. Oh, the human mini. All right, this will be the mini, but we're gonna like let it draw with this wind. There's a cut, it's gonna go nowhere. So
Ride the
Titleist
wind.
2. Yeah, I'm almost aiming up that right center.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it, right?
Yeah, that was perfect. Let's just see.
probably went.
Yeah, that
almost
got
as far
over
as
it.
As far as the driver.
Yeah, we'll take a look. Thank you.
Mostly what I've seen with the greatest players like Nicklaus and Scheffler, for example, is when they're on that range, they're hitting the ball and it's dropping to the right.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I don't hit those like start right, go rights that I hit on that
Yeah.
par 3. I mean, I have hit some really good drives so far today, which is great. And, you know, I can sit here and nitpick all the bad stuff, which I am, and it's going to come across that way. But when I have my coach out here, it's like those are the shots I'm focusing on to like fix. Like that first drive I hit was perfect. It was 5 to the right, holding that wind. It's going to be down the middle of the fairway, and we just got to like get that on repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, set yourself up on ranges so you get that shot. That you play it down the left. Like I did that with Keegan, with Woodland. Woodland was hooking it when I started working with him, and we just hit it down the left side of Doral every day, down the tree line, faded back, and obviously used the TrackMan. We didn't have foresight back then.
Yeah, how much has teaching evolved since like the introduction of like gears and quad and
yeah, there's a lot
TrackMan?
more knowledge now.
You think
sure, but
it's hindering kids as players? Like too much information, or you think it's, you know, you need the information?
It's a lot of great information. I think if you're talented though, and you work on good stuff, good fundamentals, and you're in a good athlete.
And you have a good coach too.
Yeah, and a good coach. I think you're going to be. I mean, I don't think Jack Nicklaus would be any better than working with Mr. Grout.
But like Lee Trevino might be worse, knowing all the numbers. Yeah. Right? Like he's so artistic that.
Yeah, he hit all these shots. I want to see you hit one of these little 3/4 fades in there against the wind.
Yep. What do we got?
114.
14.
Do you have enough club?
Yeah.
To hit the 3/4 shot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, drag across and hold. Visualize your spot you're going to go to right here and stop. Nice. That was really good. That's probably 3. I love that swing.
1.7 right. That was 118 carry.
1.3 off. Beautiful. 4.
Go! That was only 109. I took that. I too slow.
That was
2.5 right there though.
That was great. Just what I wanted to see, James.
You know, the 3/4 shot.
Those kind of swings right there. You start hitting them inside of 10 feet every time. Start, you know, trajectory, control, and spin. I'm huge on the 3/4 shots. I want them to be able to go to a spot and hold. So you got a picture of where you're going to, and you're just holding it, and it's a complete body release. There's a feeling of zero hand action as you go through, just nothing. You're just hitting it with your rotation.
Practicing reading putts is something you got to do in practice rounds too.
What's it doing, James?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't see much of the grain. I think it's just straight down grain. At the hole, the grain goes a little bit right. I mean, I see this left edge. A little bit of like, it's gonna go a little left early, then a little right at the hole. Go right at the hole.
Went left the whole way, James.
What'd you say?
Went left the whole way.
The whole way.
Straightened out at the end.
It was a bad read.
They didn't go that much though.
Yeah, that was a lot more than right edge. I hit that like a cup out right. Let's see,
Yeah,
probably
this should be
dead
right edge.
straight. Oh, it kind of moved hard at the end.
Yeah, it went a little left.
But like, why? Grain's going this way.
Well, how much is the slope?
Slope's a little bit, but it moves at the end.
Very tough to feel that, man.
It feels like it's going that way. And the slope, if I was hitting a putt from here, it's probably inside left. I mean, but it went.
Die it in the front again. Goes left.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's,
Right in
but it
here
looks
it
like
goes
from here
left.
it's gonna go right. I mean,
Yeah, it's going a little bit to the left, right in here. That one didn't.
yeah, weird.
Do it again,
Alright.
one more time. You just watch it. Let me see why that didn't go left.
It's like right on the fall line. I think. Sorry, I'm not looking into
The
it.
unmakeable putt. It happens, you know. You get to a putt that you can't make. Put it to the left, it goes left. Put it to the right, it goes right. That was one of them.
Chalk it up to that.
Chalk it up and move on.
Whoa. That first one's a little bit hard. So this is a perfect one where I would love, if I can commit to the shot, I would love to be able to hit a low driver. Yeah, is it the stinger or is it like a normal one?
Do it. Let me see the stinger.
Low cut, starting left at those trees and just bleeding back to the fairway.
Grip down, 3/4 swing. Love it.
Swing there, James.
Thank you.
Cool swing. 1.
5 right.
Yeah.
Lot of wind off the right. You got one more?
Can't be any better than that. Do you want to hit a full driver now, or do you want to hit a stinger again?
I'll hit a more normal one, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna see, because yeah, like Brian said, it landed on a downslope. I still don't think it got to the water, but it'll be good to see it.
Probably a 0.
0. Yeah. Do one more. We got time, so might as well hit a bunch here.
Want to go stinger again?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Low tee, grip down, easy swing, 3/4 swing. Yeah, I think when the wind's humming right to left, it's a pretty good shot.
That was 14 to the right.
Yeah, but that's
so much wind.
that wind is it didn't barely fade it.
It's a good wind, yeah.
It's blowing hard right here.
Yeah, that was good. Those are all really nice. Well, we got to shout Jim out on this video. If you guys want to get better at golf and learn from one of the best of all time, his golf schools he puts on at his academy down at the Biltmore Hotel, the Jim McLean Golf Schools. I mean, you have tons all across the country too, so go check it out. We'll put the link to his schools in the description of the video, but it's awesome when Jim can come out to a video like this. I mean, this means everything to me to have him there. He came out to the US Open last year. This is his first Korn Ferry event you've been to.
Right.
So he's got his credential now, and hopefully we'll see more of Jim as we, play and do more of these inside the tour. But having a coach, having a team, we got Michael Sinks, my trainer, Gary Cohan, videographer, put Gary's socials in here too. But it takes a team. Obviously we got the Bees, who you've seen on this channel a lot, loop in the bag. But it takes a team to do this, and appreciate everybody being here and doing this together. So thanks, Jim.
Thank you, James. Yeah, with like working here with James, we've done a lot of work over the years, but it's not a matter of me adding on new ideas right now. It's more of reinforcement and making sure that we're getting the ball flight and the trajectory that he wants. And yeah, I know he's just talking like give me something more, give me something more. But that's how all golfers are, and I've got to be strong enough to not get sucked into doing that.
Right.
235, 246. We're trying to land this 240. Yes. And the wind feels like there's slight helping into it. Yes. So this is similar to that par 3. Like I want to make sure I fade it, not start it right. So.
Can you get this here there?
Easily, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
now
like
let's start in the center of the green and work it to the pin. You got a downhill, left to right lie. It's going to help the ball go to the right. So you got to stay in there on this shot.
Just wasn't hit well. Just toed, like wiped across it and caught the toe.
Okay, let's go left side of the green.
Yeah, and it started to the right.
Fade it.
That was the one.
That was good.
Yeah. That's what we want to do there.
Yeah.
It's also downslope, so it's going to come out hotter. Yeah. And it's a 250 club, so.
Yeah, well, I aim it way over the left, hit a big slice.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's what, yeah. But I think there's a little bit too much risk up there by the green.
Almost in the left bunker and cut it back. Beauty. Man, did I like that.
So much wind
That
holding
was
it.
really nice.
Sit
James.
down. So we'll see where that is. I think that's gone. Short and
It's
left there gives us a
unbelievable
great
how,
spot to
How
pitch.
far James is hitting it, and the guys here on the tour, you hit a shot like that, it's nice and high and soft.
Yeah, it's
and he
5
carries
too.
it 260 with a hybrid. And you're thinking, wow, that doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but it just did happen.
Trent.
Huge bounce.
Yeah, you don't really want to be there.
It's a good shot.
Anywhere in this middle. Let's hit a couple putts from here to that one down there. Quick.
Nice.
Very quick.
Throw one more back here, Brian. Hit one from here.
Okay.
So you hit it on the back of the green. What would you do here? You could easily hit a shot on here, right here, and have this putt for an eagle. Be great to two putt from here.
That should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a great shot to hit it on here.
All right, thanks, Brian. I'm good. All right, so yeah, we got 3 holes left in this practice rounds. Hole 7, 8, 9, Lakewood National for the LECOM Suncoast Classic. You know, I mean, we'll go over this in a little sit down that we're gonna do, especially during the tournament. But sitting number 6 on the points list, obviously have that win that you guys saw in Bogota. Missed the last 3 cuts, 2 of them by 1. Game still feels good. The main focus is hitting that fade, trying to get that ball flight to just work one direction. You see guys like Decade, like Scott Fawcett, they love the one direction movement. That's why guys like Colin Morikawa, Dustin Johnson have been so successful in the career. It doesn't mean you can't shape it both ways. There's a time and a place, but to have your stock shot move a consistent shot shape is what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's a good day of prep, having everybody out here, getting some good work in. After the round, I've got to go do a meeting with the tour. I'm a part of the player pack this year, the player council, where we're trying to improve media, fan engagement, tour schedule, the path of the PGA Tour, you know, all those things, tournament venues. So we have that. So this is sort of the main focus of this video. Practice round, information, a little bit of practice, dial in that wedge. We got a new wedge in the bag. Dial in the driver with the pin guys. Got a new driver in the bag. And then, yeah, from 4 to 6, we'll have that meeting. 6 p.m., do some dinner. And then we'll shut it down, get an early sleep. Tomorrow we got the Pro-Am. And then that's really it. We'll get a workout in before the Pro-Am with Michael. And then we go time on Thursday afternoon. We're late early this week. So good tee times, feeling good, looking good, ought to be in Hollywood. Now that's the saying that we always tell ourselves whenever you're not feeling so well. Looking good, feeling good, ought to be in Hollywood. If you're an OG, you know that I said that before in the video. So Kansas City when I hurt my back. I got it. I'm gonna just be feel. I'm not really thinking about number here. Thinking more. I want to hit the fade, which is gonna get hit a little bit more. But yeah, it should be around 70, Bri.
Yes.
A little lower, 7 iron.
Finish.
Shot, James.
I thought it was a little cut.
1.8, yeah. It wasn't much off the right at all.
No, it wasn't. It held for a while, then it fell.
We got another one.
That was nice. That was a beauty.
Those shots were perfect. Like, that's the iron shot I want to do. And just hit like a little bleeding fade. Hit it.
Nice putt. What's the number?
I don't really do numbers. I just kind of feel. It feels like a 2 or 3.
Straight down grain?
Cross grain, down and right, down and left.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like if I hit it on this line, it's gonna miss low. So I gotta hit it really soft too.
Soft, how far out?
Right in here.
Yeah.
God. Look how much that broke. I felt like I was low too in the setup.
Try to go soft. You probably got to on that. You probably got to go around my foot.
Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy. That's him.
broke so much.
Yeah, it gets on top and almost went left on the other ball, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You can hit one of the other hole.
Hole number 8. We want to be short of that bunker, right?
Yeah.
It's typically been mini.
Yes.
All right, Jim, it's another good one just to hold that fade.
Tell me where you're going.
Trying to hit it. Those people putting on the green, if you see them. Right in the middle.
Over this patch of grass right in front of us?
The patch, no, you see that stick in the bunker?
Yeah.
Right in that
far
stick?
left.
And then the wind's going to push it to the bunker in the middle of the fairway.
Okay, got it.
A little draw, but
Pretty good.
another perfect one.
Draws fly pretty straight with that breeze.
Yeah. I'm going to aim up the left here and try to hit a big fade.
Okay.
Like, let's fade the golf ball.
That was perfect.
2.4 right. If there's anything else you guys want to see more of when we do these Inside the Tour videos, comment what that is. That way we can sort through them and give you guys what you want. I know the Inside the Tour truck last year did really well, so maybe we'll run that back again at one of the events. But next stop is going to be Tulum. We'll have the cam there in Tulum. No tour trucks there, unfortunately. I got food poisoning there last year, so hopefully it was not algae poisoning. That's what Chase said to everybody. I'm like, that's not a thing. They said it was seaweed poisoning. I'm like, no chance.
James, how about if we went to the back left pin here?
Let's do it as well. So we'll hit the first one to the pin and then the second one to the 133.
Yes, wind is off the left.
Helping?
Slightly helping. It's
Okay.
mostly off the left.
How far did you hit it, James, without looking?
122, 124.
Yeah, look at that ball turn.
Gosh, wow.
I think that was a very good hit.
4.5 left, 136 carry. It doesn't feel like there's that much wind up there.
No, it doesn't feel like hardly anything here. But it hammered that ball up in the air.
It didn't even think about drawing. It literally just started going right. One more, number 9. It's a very wind dependent hole. If it's downwind, it's super gettable. Into the wind, it's actually a really tough tee shot. So got a little bit of a crosswind into the wind today.
Is this the normal wind, you think, today?
It's gonna be this week. This is gonna be this week's wind. It's east wind. 295 to the middle bunker to cover, and then 280 to cover the leftmost ones. All right, so let's go ideally at the left edge of the bunkers, honestly.
Yep.
Like the middle of that left bunker.
Zero.
Yeah, one left.
One?
Yep. Sit. It's gotta be right at that white sign.
Yes.
Just inside that
just
bunker?
inside that right side.
So we're trying to hit a stinger. Should be good. Okay. That's my big key for the week, is controlling the shape. If you can do that, you can play really well here. You know, around the greens, that wedge has been awesome.
Yeah.
On the greens, I'm a great putter, so we'll roll some in.
Yeah.
Just gotta get the shape down. Like, you can use all these contours and slopes to get the ball close.
We had another question we were talking about on the walk-up.
What was it?
How much does Brian's bag weigh right now, would you say? The golf bag.
42 pounds. Because when I put it on the plane, it's usually right around 50.
Yeah.
So 8 pounds for the, well, is the 3-iron in?
3-iron's not in right
Oh, so then it's probably like another pound less. Is the extra wedge in? No. So it's probably high 30s then.
Yeah.
Little left to right. Yeah, mid-flight. Very grainy, because I want to give myself like a hard shock. So if I go super low, it's a little easier. Let's see if we can trust this. Mid-flight. Should spin pretty good. Ooh. Should be able to handle that one. 4,000 spin.
Stay steady, breathe, make a good stroke, win the tournament. There we go. Looks so easy on TV. Played great.
Hopefully that's for things to come.
You need a little bit more excitement than that.
No.
Let's go.
We'll wait till Sunday to show the excitement. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Are you gonna work or do you want this stuff?
No, I'm done. I'm gonna go shower, change, and get ready for this meeting.
Bring him home, baby. Bring him home.
We got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Jim.
Nice to walk with you.
All right, just finished the practice round. I'm going to go grab the stuff from my locker room, put the stuff away. We're moving into a new Airbnb, which is on course. Little host family action this week, so right on the course, pretty awesome setup. But yeah, I got a meeting with the tour for the rest of the day, so we're gonna shut it down for the day. See you guys tomorrow for a little bit more prep work and then the pro-am. All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, 8 a.m. We're gonna go hit the gym for a workout with my trainer, Michael Sinks. And then we have Pro-Am day. So it'll look like workout from about 8:30 to 9:30. Gotta come back here, get a good breakfast. Then we're gonna head over to the clubhouse. We have a content shoot for the top 20 guys on the points list. You know, it's nice that I'm in that top 20 to start the year, so we're gonna do that shoot. We'll take you behind the scenes what that looks like. And then time to warm up for the Pro-Am, and then play the Pro-Am. After the Pro-Am, we're just gonna reset, get in those Normatechs, recover, get a good meal for dinner, and then we're late tomorrow. I might come out late in the day and just hit a couple more putts when nobody's out here, which would be really nice, and that's the benefit of staying on site. So shout out to the Polies, John Camposa, thanks for setting it up. But we're staying with John's mother and father-in-law's best friends, the Polies. So Flip and Frank, appreciate you guys a lot. Look at this place. It's awesome. So let's get that workout in. Let's have a great day. All right, just finished the workout at Sinks Fit trainer. But yeah, I mean, that's a tournament week workout, so we kept it pretty light, nothing too strenuous, so I'm not feeling sore. But the thing with like the whole soreness thing, I don't feel sore because I'm consistent in the gym. If you're like, this is your first time working out in months, yeah, you're gonna feel sore. But all those babies out there whining, just get in the gym, you're working out. But I mean, that was like a good functional movement, did a lot of mobility, a lot of movement, a lot of explosivity, a lot of balance. Anything else you want to add to that? But
yeah, just not a lot of weight. Keep it, like you said, low intensity, and
yeah,
ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, now we're gonna go back to the Airbnb. Well, not Airbnb, but the host house. Cook up some breakfast, get a quick shower, change in, then head to that content shoot we got. Then warm up, play the Pro-Am, and then that's it. So let's go. Come on. All right, just got that photo shoot done. It's 11:26. We have our Pro-Am tee time at 12:56 off the back nine. Time to just go get a normal warm up in, act like it's a normal tournament day. It's gonna try to simulate that, and then we're gonna get on the course and have a good little last day of prep. How we doing? Good work? Yeah? Have a good week. This is your chance. What do you have to say to the camera?
I told you I wanted the Tuesday practice
Yeah,
round.
the next one we won, Justin. Yeah, you're taking over for me. Better keep him going. What do you say? Yeah. He doesn't understand. He's still a rookie, right? You're taking my guys for the last 9. That's the plan. We don't want anything else. Double circles. I'll see you in hopefully under 3 hours, guys.
Yeah, I was looking at all the best people. Hey, James.
Hi, how are you?
Here's your card right there.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Blake Peoples.
James, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Carol.
How are you?
Nice
James
to meet
Nicholas.
you.
Yeah, you as well. Jeffrey, Luigi, James, and James. Perfect. Getting some pops today. Love it. Thank you.
The amateur team of James Lynn, James Jr.
All right, we got James and Jeffrey, 15 years old, 13 years old, playing with them in the Pro-Am today. So we're gonna get their swing on video. No nerves, all right? Just rip it. Just hit a bomb. Come on, boys. Center strike. Oh, so good. We're using that one for sure. Come on. Give me some, Jeffrey. There we go, baby.
Thanks.
All right, that's it. We'll wrap up this practice round. We're gonna go have a fun day, and we'll see you guys later. So wrap up and get ready for round 1. All right, guys, so we're gonna get a little bit of a putting work in. I did some of my drills earlier. Now, just gonna do a little bit of my field putting. Do 3 balls, about 7 feet there, little off center there, 9 feet, 12 feet. No real rhyme or reason to this. I'm just gonna kind of go through it, go through my routine, try to make some putts as if I'm playing in a tournament right now, reading the greens, practice my reads. I mean, one quick note, my specs, my putter, everybody's always asking about that. 3 degrees of loft. It is a 70 lie angle. It was 69.5, but I made it a little bit more upright, so 70 lie angle. And then I've got the Garson Quad Tour 17 grip on here. This grip is actually awesome. I put this in the bag 2 weeks before I won in Bogota. Yeah, 2 weeks before I won in Bogota. It naturally sets my elbows in rather than being out like this. So I'm able to kind of get in there without thinking about it. I like the length of it because it almost acts like a counterbalance. I grip up right about there, and this part of the grip that's above my hands acts as a counterbalance for the rest of the grip. So the weighting of it feels really, really good. I got the Jailbird head on it, which is made by Odyssey. This is the Jailbird Mini. Man. We're not gonna film the rest of this, but I'm gonna go around this screen, hit a bunch of random putts, right to lefts, left to rights, uphill, downhill. But shout out Garson, appreciate you guys. QR codes here, check out the product. If you wanna check out the exact specs that I use, the exact putter grip that I use, it'll be right here. Link is also in the description of this video. So appreciate Garson. And yeah, let's get back to work, let's get back to practice, and we'll see you guys later. All right guys, so finished up the Pro-Am at around 3, I think it was. Then I came in, got some friends that are in town, so went over to say hi to them. Now we're marking some pins and some golf balls. I marked my golf balls with the American flag and a thin black line. So we got a bunch of those here, ready to go for tomorrow. I'll put 7 in my bag, sort of the number that I go through and around, and then I'm going through all the pins. So the tour sends us the pins at 7 p.m. every night, the night before, and I will go in and I'll mark it in the book. That way I don't have to do that in the morning. It's just all done the night before, and I can also, might sound a little weird, but dream about the golf course I'm about to play. So as I'm falling asleep, I kind of run through the golf course, where the pins are, where the tees are gonna be, and imagine hitting the good shots, the shots that I wanna hit. And that's just a visualization technique that I've done. Pin sheets look like this. This was from the Pro-Am. So as you can see, 1 through 18. Right now, number 18 is 31 on, 6 from the right, so it's a back pin. And I'm immediately thinking about where I'd rather be. Not where I'd rather miss, but where I'd rather be, whether it's left or right, long or short. This golf course has some tricky pins out there and some good places that you can pitch from around the greens. That might make your life a little bit easier if you need to, get out of, if you're out of position, need to get back in position. So I just finished up with these pins. Balls are all marked up. These are little things I use. I use these Golf Ink markers. They're supposed to be non-smudge, so they're pretty cool. And this is the Line Fix 360 from groovefix.com. Just a little, pop the ball in there, draw the line around it, and then I hand draw the American flag. So that's really the only prep work that I need to do before the event. But this was part 1 of the Inside the Tour at the LECOM Suncoast Classic. Part 2 will be how I actually plan and play in the tournament. So if you guys want to check that out, that'll be dropping probably a week from this one. So check that out. But appreciate you guys, appreciate having you on. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get some good night's sleep and be ready for round 1 tomorrow. So we'll take you guys through what it looks like to play in the tournament from 8 a.m. when I wake up, what I do until that 2 p.m. tee time, and then on Friday, and then hopefully the weekend. But it's been a great great couple of days of prep, and I'm excited for this week. It's a great course. Course is firm and fast. Conditions are gonna be good. It'll be a little bit windy, blowing out of the east, and that's something that we'll talk about in tomorrow's video or next week's video. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.